After agreeing to help out the Aculean Hive Mother, the group has split up a bit to accomplish some tasks. Excited at the opportunity to unlock the secrets of a machine that can alter the weather, Brasha is up to his elbows in alien tech, and he's opened the device up like a blooming onion, with a cautious lemon standing over him in case things blow up in his face. Tallie chose to accompany Koof and some warriors out on a patrol and was rewarded by coming upon a scene of a thrashing pair of sea serpents feasting on the remains of a patrol that was killed the day before. More interested in the power core the Aculeans are using, Akim has descended to the lower levels with Gustavo and has met with Ludo, the human engineer in charge of securing and bolstering the cave's infrastructure. There, he uncovers an area of the cave littered with some smoky black glass and is promptly filled with a deep sense of anguish that may or may not be his own. But before we get to that, because I teased the battle so much, we're going to start with Tallie.
Oh boy, I didn't realize it killed like a patrol.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Dom.
Eric.
Who is up with Sig? What was he doing?
Oh, you actually care. Sig is tending to the eggs with Kodai.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
I like to know where my victims are.
Okay, yeah, he wasn't given any weapons, so he's a little sourpuss about that. So he went up
Incorrect. He was given a weapon and he threw it on the ground like a dirt ball.
I sit corrected.
He will be punished once he gets back to the ship. This is coming out of his pay.
All right. So, yeah, Sig is sitting up with Kodai, munching on sea serpent flesh and dipping it into mushroom paste. You good?
Yep.
Eric? Anyone else? Karina is, you don't know this, but she is currently tending to the children, Chim, Ka, and Surprise, because they were left behind when you were all descended into the caves below.
Actually, I thought Karina was flying the ship above the surface.
She is, but she sat down when she saw that the children were left alone. Yeah, you don't... I mean, some of you could piece this together, but so I don't have Eric asking me very important questions like, where are the people? Now you know. Oh, and Rhapsody is on Triaxis still, locking wits with the bad from that arc that I forgot the name of. Kriva. Wow, I'm a terrible person.
Yeah, but I think we really need to focus on the one NPC we all care about. Fuck's his name? Zefeldrin and Tifos. What are they up to, Don? Come on.
Tifos is currently washing the wounds of Riforian warriors of Camorra. Zefeldrin, his ears start to get a weird itch behind him when he feels that someone in the universe is talking about him. He's still on Triaxis in the White Sands Lodge of the Starfire Society.
Fascinating. Thank you. I'm done being a dick now.
Good. I'm glad. Tallie, I've already had you roll for initiative, but where you're at, 100 feet away from you, Koof, and the three warriors, is a cloud of kicked up dirt from the flitting around of two sea serpents, but these are quite a bit smaller than the one you fought before. So we have initiative rolled. Top of the round, one of the Aculeans, equipped with a spear to give it some reach, uses 2 move actions to get closer. So 40, 80, they're still 20 feet away. Another one, and then all 3 Aculeans just drift towards the cloud of dirt and sea serpent. The first sea serpent continues thrashing about, and it's your turn.
Okay.
I assume you're moving into range.
I'm gonna move into range. What is the range of the Scarlet Prism Aeon Stone?
Ooh, good question.
Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move. Basically, I'm gonna draw my Fang Blade. I make it so it's not merciful. I don't know if that's an action.
It's part. I can have it be part of. You're fine.
Well, I'm gonna fire it up too. So I guess I could do it as I'm firing it up, and then
yeah.
If I'm within range, I will actually. Even if I'm not in range, I think it's just a -2 if you're not in the increment.
Yep. I'm just double checking.
You can. I
I
know.
think it's 80 feet.
I don't know if it's in the stat block.
I got it
actually
right.
pulled it up.
50-foot range increment.
All right. So can I have a? Oh, I'm swimming. So. Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's right. Let's not forget that this time, huh?
Yep. We are going to be obeying the underwater combat rules.
You're gonna have to. I don't very rarely ever run across
You're fine.
this.
I got you.
You're gonna have to tell me
Yeah.
what to do. But basically, if I can swim to within, was it 50 feet? I suppose I can take a penalty to hit. Also, what am I? What's the roll? What's the attack bonus roll gonna be based off of for that thing?
Your BAB plus dexterity.
Okay. It's firing, not me, but that's fair. My base attack bonus is... so I assume I'm
fair
within
point.
range. 5 plus 2 is 7.
Okay.
Ouch. And that was a crappy roll, so it misses because that's only like a 10. I'm pretty sure 10 does not hit these things.
It does not hit, even though they are...
My dice are gonna suck tonight. Jesus.
Gotta make sure Koof is in the initiative. Oh wow,
Oh,
worked out perfect. So
me.
yeah, so your shot went wide.
Yep.
Your scarlet prism Aeon stone with a cybernetic eyeball within is floating around you and fires into the sea.
And it kind of powers down. It keeps going around, but it powers down.
So the other sea serpent, oblivious to all of you, continues, and we get to round 2. All three Aculeans warriors will move in and lash out with their spears. They will get a +2 for flank. Let me get all the attacks out, actually, because there is the cloud of dust. There is going to be concealment. And
cloud of dust in the ocean?
They're thrashing around.
Oh, actually, that makes sense. No, that makes sense. Don't mind me.
You're fine. And
Water's just really thick air.
Yeah.
really thick air. And Sean, since you piped up, why don't you tell me what concealment rules are?
I don't know the ones for Starfinder. If they're the same as Pathfinder, then it's a 20% on every
That's exactly right. 20% mischance. So, only one of these was going to hit anyway. They all kind of flanked out around this cloud and jab in with their spears. Only one finds purchase. Let me see if it bypasses the concealment. 57, yes. It scores a hit. And it digs in. You hear an underwater roar. You see a flash of blood in the water as this spear goes in, and I need to give a fortitude save from Sea Serpent 1. Or Sea Serpent 2, rather. I had that right. Fortitude. 14, that's a pass. So the poison that was dipped in, all these spears are coated in, doesn't take. And the other 2 miss. Now the sea serpent that wasn't hit, but notice its ally is going to attack out at the one that hit, Aculean 3. With just a good old chop attack. I'll give it a +2 flank because there's 2 of them. Oh wow, 31 to hit. Minimum damage.
I'm
on
glad
one
this
of the
is in
dice.
Pathfinder 2.
Yeah, 15 points of damage to Aculean 3. Wow. Good solid hit on the chomp there. And Tallie, you're up.
All right. So I'm gonna assume I can swim in now. Am I within 30 feet of swimming speed?
Yeah.
Do you take a penalty to your speed when swimming? Tell me about how many feet you think I'm away.
You have to make a check.
Yes. Give me athletics check.
An athletics check. All right. Come on. Well, that's a 20.
Okay. You are good. The water is mostly still, apart from the thrashing. You're able to get closer. And first round, what's your movement speed?
30. Actually, it's 35. That's right, because I'm a blitz warrior, soldier.
So 70 the first one, 35 again. Okay, so you're right up on there.
All right, so I can get there in one and try to hit.
Yes, and that's right. You're underwater. Your Fang Blade fires up. You'll take a -2 penalty and deal half damage.
That's so painful. All right.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I do gross amounts of damage. All right, so it's so -2 penalty. So that means I'm working at a +9 here.
Okay, so are you attacking the one that's already been hit?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That would make sense. Actually, I do have cleave.
Okay.
A standard action, make a melee attack versus one foe. On a hit, make an extra attack versus another. I assume they're adjacent to each other?
They are.
Okay. So that would be... Okay, well that's a good roll. So 17 plus 9 is 26.
Oh yeah, you definitely hit.
All right, so we'll resolve this first.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so it's a D12 plus 12. Good, freaking lord. Alright, well that's 4 plus 12 is 16. Right. You said, and half damage, so 8.
Yep, okay.
That's so painful. And then I can make an attack. Also, I will now have -2 to my AC, which I'll need to remember.
Okay.
Because of this. So let me make another attack. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Okay, I will get my critical hit deck out.
Yes. All right, so I assume is it going to be that we pick either the effect from the deck or the effect from the weapon?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what both are.
All right, because the effect from the weapon is bleed, 1d8 bleed.
Okay.
I'm assuming
kinetic?
that's I would assume this is kinetic. It's not energy per se.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a chainsaw.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this may... Oh, let me move my mic back. Okay, good. So this may be perfect. Muscle damage, crit effect. The target moves one step down the dexterity poison track until healed.
This is on number 2. All right, so this was on the one that hasn't taken any damage until now.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds like a fun effect.
Okay.
So let's see. How do you like to do your crits? Because I don't believe I have one yet. Do you like to double roll 2 dice or double the damage?
Whatever you feel like doing, I trust you.
All right. I like to roll more dice.
Sure.
Oh, that was only at 9 points in the crit, but I figured, do I double the pluses in this version? Okay, so 24 for just the pluses, plus 9 is, 34 points of damage.
Halved is 17, but
Halved
still
is 17.
That is a damn good dexterity track. Okay, they are now sluggish. So yes, your slash goes out, and you must have nicked one of its maneuvering fins, and with that crit, they will now have a -2 penalty to reflex saves and dexterity-based checks, rolls, and skill checks. And they're flat-footed. Now, that means AC went down, correct? Dex-based. Their AC would lower, correct? Because they're...
their AC would be lower. Right, well, and mine is too, so it's only fair, right?
Okay, right on. So, got that in mind. All right, yeah, that was a very good hit, and because you interrupted its moving and it's now sluggish, the cloudiness has completely dissipated. When the first one attacked, it kind of cleared it up mostly, and now it's completely clear, and the dust it's going to take a bit, of course. You're moving around, but the dirt storm starts to settle as Koof is up, and he has hella good speed, and he's going to come up and do a stab out with his own Aculean poison-soaked spear.
He's using it for melee, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just as a point of order, I have coordinated shot, which means that all allies who are shooting at range or whatever at range, they get a +1 to their ranged attacks.
Okay. That won't matter here.
Yeah, it won't matter here.
But good to know. So with the attack, you got a 26. So that definitely hits the first one. Damage is only 7, so half of that. No, piercing. So it takes full damage. So doing some math. Okay, now I need to give another fortitude save as okay, and that passes. The poison doesn't sink in to this one either. But very good hits. And it's that one's turn, and it's going to double attack Koof.
What?
Yeah. Because he just scored that hit on him. Where are you, serpent?
Koof, no!
Just a bite attack. No hide. -4. Oh dear. Okay. 2 bites of this thing reaches out and just scores body blows on this. 19, 36. That's a lot of damage. Okay, that almost kills him outright. He gets mangled. Hobgoblin blood is now in the water as 2 of these bites just chomp into his skinny, mushy kind of body. Wow. He's gonna get the fuck out of there.
No, Koof!
And that's round 2. Round 3, all of the Aculeans are going to double attack. Gonna 2 attacks, but with flank, so they're just going to get a -2. And I'm going to do both attacks. This is on the first one. 14 and a 13 miss. That's a bummer. Next Aculean against the same one. 2 hits. So 12 and then, so 6. Oh no, full damage again. Another 21 points to that one. 1 fail and 1 pass. So the first one they're going to... Oh no, that's it, exactly a pass. 2 saves, so they reject the Aculean poison. You see that this one now has several stab marks, and as you're looking at it, as it's going kind of curling, coiling around, you see that these things both are just pockmarked full of these things and have old scars from previous entanglements. And then finally, the last Aculean will double attack with their spear, and that is 2 hits again for another 16 points of damage. So this one is officially bloody. 16 plus 21, 37 points of damage. Wow, yeah, so there is just tons of this sea serpent blood in the air, just kind of pouring out of the poke holes this spear is giving. So that is them. So Sea Serpent 1 is going to attack Aculean 3, because that was the one that first attacked, and that one got the very good hit. 1 bite, 22 points of damage for 14, or 22 to hit for 14 points of damage for Aculean 3. Tallie, you're up. Just
All right.
in the thick of it.
Wow, a crit and I can't even draw its attention? Fine. We'll have to try to change that. All right.
The poison that they felt, you don't have any sort of psychology on these things, but these things are accustomed to fighting Aculeans. But they will definitely attack you next round. I have a feeling.
Let's see. So I'm going to do the same thing again if this hits. Okay. So 9 plus 12 is 21.
Definitely hits.
All right, and
which one are you hitting?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Actually, I'll hit the one that hit Koof.
Okay.
I'm really. It's a Tallie she just gets really, really angry looking.
Okay.
And she goes, "No, leave him alone!" And she bats, and that is for 18 points of damage.
Wow.
So 9. So 9.
Okay.
9.
All right. No, that's still a very good hit.
That's the first hit now, and then she cleaves right through that into the other one, or tries to cleave into the other one. And this time rolls the polar opposite. I rolled a 1.
Okay.
You
Fumble
don't use the.
damage.
No! I knew it. I freaking knew it. I cut off my leg. It's a chainsaw. Chainsaw's a danger.
Kinetic. Oh, okay. That's not bad actually. Cloud of debris. You create a dust cloud that acts as a smoke grenade centered on you. So as you swung down, you swung to ferociously, and it kind of kicked up more of the dirt. So now you're all surrounded.
Yippee!
Yes. I won't have to cut that cough out because that's thematic.
It was actually.
Very good. So yeah, wow, my cards kind of flew everywhere. That's fun for me. And next up is Koof. He is going to withdraw. He is very hurt. He has big ass bite marks in his arm and in his torso, and he's gonna kind of limp away. And because he's withdrawing, he won't provoke an attack of opportunity as he gets the fuck out. Sea Serpent 2 going to attack you, Tallie.
Bring it. Oh yeah, my
Good.
AC is now. I assume this is kinetic, so my AC is now 22.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I'm a soldier, man.
Yeah, this one is hurt more, so it's going to double attack you. So first one is a nat 1, so I'll get a fumble. Let me do the fumble first. Okay, that's a bummer. Runaway. If your weapon has ammunition, it expends 1 usage every round you don't attack with it. So that was useless, but it misses. The other one is a 20 to hit you.
That
Kinetic?
misses. Yeah, that misses.
Okay.
It's 22.
Yeah, this one is sluggish. This is the one that had the poison, that had the crit done to it, so it's sluggish. So it's kind of slowly reaching its maw out to you to clamp down, and it just can't find purchase because you're just too fucking strong. Or it gets your arm, but it doesn't have the torque in its jaw to clamp hard enough. That would have been 21 points of damage. That would have been good. But
that
no.
would hurt.
Yeah. Next up are the 3 Aculeans. Yeah, I'm just gonna. No, they missed a lot. No, actually, no, they did pretty good on the attack. So I'm gonna have them double attack again. This is for the first one. 2 misses. They kind of jab out, and it just doesn't score a hit on either. It's unfortunate. So the next one isn't going to double attack. It's going to focus its efforts. 32 to hit for another 12 points of damage. So that one does very good. And the last Aculean warrior, nat 20. So I'm going to let it crit, or I mean, it's going to crit. Oh, Christ. Nose be gone. Bonus effect. The target moves 1 step down the charisma poison track. So it's going to do another 13 points of damage, and it's almost dead as this Aculean stabs into its bottom jaw, and it just kind of breaks off, and he's got a chunk of this jaw on its spear now. And I need to do a fortitude save. Sorry. In fact, I need to do 2 of them. That's a pass, and that's a pass. So this Aculean poison is just not doing much to these things. You don't know if it's some sort of resistance, but you know that these things are coated in poison, and it doesn't seem to be slowing them down much at all. And that sea serpent is going to attack you, Tallie, and it's going to bite on you twice.
Yep.
Because it's
Bring
not
it.
sluggish. Yeah.
Bring it.
Bite.
But it takes a -4. Haha.
31 and a 33 to hit
Oh, Jesus.
for 36 points of damage.
Oh, there goes most of my stamina. I still have some left.
Okay.
Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, damn it.
It is now your turn, though.
All right, I gotta attack it. Let's see. Same. They're both still alive, right?
Yeah, one is looking very bad. They're just blood just pooling around its face where its lower jaw was sheared away. But the other one is looking quite good indeed. It seems the Aculean tactic is to focus on one before going on to the other.
Normally, that's like my tactic. But I'm gonna go with such a mighty couple of bites that Tallie is gonna more or less. It's a reaction. It's almost just like an instinctive reaction. And she's gonna go after the one that just hit her.
Okay.
For -2, and I am still using cleave. If I can. So
you do
that's...
have flank, so make sure you're putting that into your.
So that cancels out. All right. So that basically cancels out the minus for the being in water.
Okay.
So that's a 20. Then it's a 22 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Which will hit. All right, and then D12 plus 12. Let's see. 6 plus 12 is 18 points. So 9 points. 9 again.
Ooh.
9 points of damage to the first one, and then is it still up? Oh, that's whatever hit me. I don't know if that was
it was the one. Yeah, it got hit the most, or it's been hit the most. This one, it's almost dead. It's having trouble. It's got like fins, or it's an older one. It's got fins that are missing. It's got scales that are just complete scar patches. But no, this was a good one. If you didn't have to take half, you would have definitely killed it.
Damn it. All right, but because it's cleave, I can't, put the attack on the same one. But that is, well, I don't know if the other one, I'm not flanking with the other, for the other one, am I? It doesn't really matter.
These things, they're large. They're large creatures. Yeah, these are.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was to the side, and I didn't have somebody.
Since we do theater of the mind, I'm a little more forgiving with what flank actually is. If we were on the map and they're large, they're right next to each other, they're just kind of in a turmoil. So yeah, that one you hit.
The second one will definitely hit because it was actually higher than the first one. I rolled a 14, so it's 20. What was that? 25. I can't freaking add. So this is 2 numbers. All right, that was a 10. So 10 plus 12 is 20. God, 22. So half of that is 11.
Okay. This one is now bloodied as well, as your chainsaw blade is just carving up these things, and they are both looking like shit. They both look quite bad. Koof. Let me see if Koof has a ranged weapon. I don't think he does. No, he does not. Sig was the one that I had one get a ranged weapon and one get a melee weapon. So no, Koof does not do anything. He's back quite a ways. He's kind of poking his head around the corner. And Sea Serpent 2's turn is up. This is the one that hasn't been hit as much, but it is still sluggish. And Tallie, it's going to attack you. So it's going to have to maneuver around its friend to get to you. So it's only going to get one attack off.
What a pity.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Because come to think of you do the same damage you did last time. That would be close to dropping me. Oh. I'm at 9.
36 to hit for 17 points of damage as it bites you.
Oh boy! There, say goodbye to all my stamina. 17 points, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in hit points. Oh
okay.
Wait. What the hell did it? Never mind. Go on.
Okay.
Gotta figure out.
You're good.
All right, I gotta do.
So Aculean 3, 1, and 2 in that order are going to they're going to steady themselves. They see that they have them on the ropes, and they're going to just do one attack each. So I'm going to just take care of. That's a miss. That's a hit. So the Aculean warrior stabs out at the one that scored those 2 hits on you. They steady themselves. They stab into it, and they drive it into the ground, and that one is dead. The next one, or the final one, is going to attack the other one that's still up, that's only just now bloodied. Oh, and its AC is lowered, so that does actually hit for 10 points of damage. And I need to do a fortitude save. Maybe this is going to be the one that does it. This is fortitude. They have a decent fortitude. I can tell you this. It's a +9. And they pass. Quite bad indeed. Aculean. Sea Serpent 1 is dead. Tallie, you're up. And it's just the one Sea Serpent remaining is looking quite hurt. And it's sluggish. This is the sluggish one.
I'll do a full attack.
Okay.
So it's -4. And I'm
Plus
flanking,
2.
so -4. Well, that cancels out the water. 13. -4 is what? 9 plus, so that's 20.
That hits.
Yes.
Yeah, this one's sluggish, so its ACs are lower.
I'll tell you what, I'll roll again. Oh, that was bad. That was it was like a 10. So I hit once for 17. The hell's half of 17?
8.
8.5, right? Oh, we don't do half damage?
No. No. Just 8. So let me do the math on that. Still solid, chipping away at this thing. Koof still far back. You just if you were to turn it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, yeah, I turn and I'm like, stay back.
Yeah, Koof, you see, you don't really see him, but you do see a murkiness in the water in the distance where blood is just pouring out of him. So Sea Serpent 2 is going to attack you again, Tallie.
Oh, God. I'm sure for twice, right?
No, just once.
Alright.
Bite, no flank. Because his flanker buddy is dead. 27 for 18 points of damage.
Oh, damn it. Yikes, okay. I'm still standing, but it's starting to look a little tired.
Okay.
Do I have anything?
One attack from each of the Aculeans. Okay, so 18, 25, 34. And this is enough. They just kind of spread around as they start to just attack it in tandem, all in one kind of fluid, synchronized stab. And this brings it down, and it falls. And you are now out of combat.
Oh my god. Ow!
The dirt cloud all around you starts to settle. I didn't have to fudge anything in this. Oh no, you're out of combat. I can close the tracker. So the dirt starts to settle. It clears. The Aculeans, they didn't say a whole lot to you, but they were kind of telepathically in communication with each other in combat. As they start to... they go to the one that looks like it's more cut up, and the three of them kind of heft it up, and they reach out to you. They say to you and Koof telepathically, the scientists requested flesh. We will carry this, but we should probably return back to the hive and recuperate our strength.
Good idea. I am about to fall over. Hopefully we will not find anything on the way home.
One of the one kind of holding up the tail reaches into some sort of pack and hands you and Koof kind of like an earthen jar, and they smash it on their hand. It's a little muffled because you're underwater, but their hands are now covered in this black tarry ichor, and they just start rubbing it on your wounds, and it's functioning as a cure moderate wounds. So 2d8 plus... No, it's just 2d8 for the serums.
Right. 2d8.
3, You take 11 points of damage away.
Okay.
And Koof gets back 7. So
Oh,
Koof is up to 11 HP.
Oh, jeez. I'm
was-
up to 24.
Okay.
It was
So-
really. I was with 13. Holy crap.
Okay.
Yeah, I was low.
So they kind of push on, and it's going to take a bit longer. Koof is rubbing that into its wounds, and he's starting to kind of help tug this back. And I'm going to leave you swimming. You're safe for now.
For now. Oh, cute.
I want to zoom over
no.
and address Brasha and Akim, or Brasha and Lemon. We'll zoom back to you. It has been you've been tinkering with this for a bit, Brasha. When we left you, you had successfully not cracked, but you had opened up this machinery. There's a lot of components to it you don't recognize, but you are a smart lad, so why don't you, with it all kind of bare open to you, give me an engineering check.
I would be happy to, Don.
Okay.
Yeah. As soon as I find my dice.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Come prepared.
They were right here. They were just in their tray where they belong.
Oh, okay.
All right. Not the best it could be, but 42?
I was gonna say, was it 50? You look at it, and you kind of look at it from different angles. I'm kind of looking at your art right now, and I kind of see Brasha sometimes taking a step back and kind of like crossing his arms and looking at it, pondering. And you look at it from different directions, and some of it starts to kind of make sense from a mechanical standpoint. You see that, here are energy capacitors, here are focus lenses, and as longtime listeners will know, Brasha loves him some focusing lenses. And you're able to kind of get a sense of this. A lot of the components don't make sense. The metal itself is completely alien to you, but it functions as metal. It's just kind of a weird texture to it. And you start to... It makes more sense to you as you kind of like start poking around. You see where the power core was kind of a power line was kind of integrated from beneath into the ground, from the ground below into this machine's kind of core area, and you're able to make a little more sense of it. And you see that this uses a form of ion excitations, and it kind of draws the storm and localizes it on this area. So it's kind of making sense to you how it does it. You may kind of know how storms work. Sean, do you know how storms work?
That depends on how much detail you want.
Just give me a cursory,
Okay,
like I'm a grade school child.
Okay, so...
Because I did do the research, and I don't feel like bogging things down with my deep dive. So just give me a cursory look at how storms...
Basically, a lot of water gets trapped up in the atmosphere due to a combination of temperature and pressure.
Mhm.
And then all those little molecules, both of water and other random crap bouncing around, helps to generate electrical charge, which can create lightning and an electrical field, and also sometimes external radiation helps it. And then there's black lightning, which is
plenty.
radiation lightning.
Yeah, it's not Black Lightning. This isn't a CW show. I wish. That joke was just for me and like 3 people. But no, you nailed it. So what this does is it excites the ions. It excites the water faster. It kind of like transmits this beam up there, and it just kind of, think of it like a techie whisk of electricity to generate these storms. And you get that with 42. You kind of understand now what this does and how it works.
Nifty. Can I see at all what's making it not work other than not having power currently?
The capacitors are a little wonky. They aren't holding. They can accept power, but they don't hold it very long. So it's kind of it's a leaky battery more or less. And you,
Interesting.
with the 42, you look at it. It's due to age, and some of them are cracked from the seismic activity. You kind of see like micro cracks in this cavernous area, but you do see like in the base where it's connected, like where it like feeds down into the ground underneath, that it could be repaired.
Okay. I'll take out like a grease pen or something and mark these capacitors as Akim needs to fix these because they're old.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we will have to rebuild the whole thing. Lemon, how much copper do you have on you right now?
I have none. Why would I have? You know what? No, I just have none.
All right. Definitely not going to be able to rebuild then. So yes, once Akim fixes these, let's see. And he'll continue digging through it and finding anything else wrong that he can.
Okay. So Lemon, you're standing there. He's been doing this pacing, looking from different directions, and he has a bit of a eureka moment in front of you. Do you have any reaction to anything? Do you want to do anything at this time?
We at this point in time, we haven't figured out exactly where this technology came from, do we? Or like where it could potentially have originated from?
It originated from the Aculean homeworld. This is all like stock standard. This is their kind of hive ship. This is theirs. This is their technology.
Okay, so
yeah, it doesn't look secondhand. It doesn't look integrated from another source. It's all in the same style of, I guess, architectures as the rest of the ship.
Okay. It's not. I don't know much about technology.
Okay.
So it's just engineering, no computers whatsoever, right?
Exactly.
Just like a push button or a knob to turn on.
Basically, yeah. It's very simplified, but it is extremely effective. No diagnostics or anything. It seems like these people, back when they had people that could repair this, were just take it apart and repair what they could, but no computers.
And thinking back to our conversations, did they express why they lost the knowledge of repairing it?
The Hive Mother kind of detail, like, it's been a very long time. They've been hiding for and I don't know, maybe I didn't explain it perfectly, but they didn't expect to have lasted this long. So they've been, just like, it's that thing, like they have a lead, or they have some space in between the people that are after them. So rather than try and press their luck and start spreading up to the ground, they just kind of locked in, isolated themselves further. And as the decades and centuries have gone by, shit has just started to fall apart, just due to not being designed to last forever. So this is just due to age.
And we haven't seen any form of like, I guess like not educational, electronics, like computers, CDs, televisions, anything of that sort in any degree, right?
Not so much. No, this was kind of and I do know I had the Hive Mother kind of voice this idea that this was basically like an escape pod version, but they loaded up, gave them some tools to help them survive, and they did this with a lot. In the video, they're kind of retelling of this story that you were given. A lot of these pods were sent out, and what this one was given is what this one has. And but as far as no computer stuff, in the hallways kind of leading from the Hive Mother's chamber, you did see approximations of what would be like light sources, but all of them are all powered down. It's all dark, and there's no telling how long it's been dark, as all of these Aculeans have dark vision.
I will ask Brasha. Brasha, you've
Yeah?
obviously taken this thing apart. Can you actually guess how old this machinery is?
Really old, like at least 30 years, at least.
You piece of
30
shit.
years?
No, I don't know. Maybe a couple centuries. I wouldn't guess anything too much more than that.
And this piece of equipment could go on that long without truly proper maintenance?
I mean, it sort of looks like it had basic maintenance at one point, but yeah, I mean, you run anything into the ground, you can always find stopgaps. These things look pretty run into the ground at this point.
All right. Well, hopefully you can continue on and fix it.
It'd be easier if you had brought along some copper, but again, yeah, I don't judge.
That's good. That's good. You shouldn't.
I mean, I'd use my own, but I need that. You know, what if I run?
Well,
Then we would be shit out of luck.
well, if we're stuck here forever, we'll also be, that word out of luck.
What, does Lemon not swear?
Have you heard him swear?
No, we haven't. Wow.
Come on, it's Lemon. Did you really think he'd swear?
Well, no, it was just like this instance right here was the furthest effort to get away from saying a swear that I've ever heard is what it is. But nice learning about each other. I like it.
So Lemon. That is so Lemon.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, technically, but I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it doesn't really seem like they're trying to trap us here.
It's not about trapping here. It's about convincing people to stay beyond what should be. Do we know exactly what is powering this? Can you tell from here?
I mean...
And please don't say a form of electricity. I've heard that one too many times from technicians.
Well, I mean, from here, it looks like it's wired up to a generator, but I guess it could be powered by anything. Perhaps they're using people as batteries. As if that would work.
People as batteries.
It's just the Matrix, Don.
I know. I'm going into the bit.
You'd be surprised what people use or groups use for power. Remember, it wasn't that long ago that before the drift drives were around, different clerics simply transported ships through different planes of existence, similar to drift drives. For all I know, they could have an entity down there that they're powering it off of.
Rewinding a bit, you say it wasn't that long ago, and then before drift drives, that's a bit of an oxymoron, Lemon.
No, it just prior to Triune's message. The most efficient way of travel was through divine engines.
Brasha's just like giving him a look like, yeah, and that was forever ago. Like,
that was only 300 years ago.
Yeah. Yep, not too long ago, you're right.
The celestial in me is just like, do you not understand that wasn't that long ago?
This brings up a good point, and even if you're not in the scene, I do want everyone to sound off on the age of your character, if you don't mind sharing that. Starting with Akim.
Oh, God.
See that? I threw him for a loop. Hey.
He's not the only one that's thrown for a loop.
Akim is 32.
Okay.
Which is not super old for Kasatha.
Gotcha. Okay.
But if you were a human.
If I was a human, I would be 19 to 20.
Okay.
God, I'm just trying to make fun of Don here, Sean. Come on.
No.
Let me have this.
Brasha, how old are you?
Just 17.
Okay. Tallie?
Which makes him 57 human years.
I didn't really think about it till now, but I guess
Okay.
I'm going to go with she's like 22.
Okay. And Lemon?
I'll make sure to put that in here.
Yeah.
The Lemon is actually probably around 55. He's just really young looking.
Okay, very good.
This is why Brasha gets along with Tallie the best.
Tallie is all sorts of fun. That's why you get along with Tallie the best.
That's fair.
She's fun.
Tallie's not constantly trying to shit on me for everything I do.
She will only.
It's not shitting, it's judgment.
We don't judge here. Judgmental free zone, please.
Well, that's probably because she judges. She's done probably a lot of things that she herself could be judged for. So it probably is a bad idea to judge others. Don't throw stones, right?
Yes, judge not lest you judge yourself.
I judge Lemon though, all the time.
Good, he deserves it.
I judge him that he is a stick in the mud, but he's a good egg. But a stick in the mud.
You forget, Lemon is all about redemption, so of course he's constantly judging everyone and their actions.
Yeah, she's felt that judgmental eye on her more than a lot.
Just be glad I'm not like a psychic character, or else you just feel this judgment coming into your brain. That'd be horrible.
So, Brasha, Lemon, Brasha, you've made a good amount of progress. You know, you've sorted this out. You know, you have a very good idea. And of that, Tallie is still swimming. She's going to be there for a couple hours. It took about an hour to get out to where they were. It's going to take at least double that because they're hauling a big-ass carcass.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Swimming while still wounded. I mean, at least, I don't know. I got life bubble, right?
Okay, yeah, you're still protected by life bubble, but if you'd like to, if you want to have a scene to stop, use a resolve point to get your stamina back, we can do that. I'm sorry if I seemed I was rushing.
Can we actually, we can actually take a short rest?
I don't
Only
see
10
why
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
Well, it's up to her hosts, what the hell are they called again?
Aculeans.
The Aculeans. It'd be up to her Aculean hosts on how fast they want to move. If they want, if they want to give her 10 minutes. I mean, I also, I don't know that they're talking amongst themselves. I don't think they necessarily include her, have been talking to her per se.
No, but if you want to draw attention to yourself, they're not unreasonable. They're just not used to other people.
I'm sure they can tell when she starts lagging behind them. I don't know how wounded they got, but she's going to obviously be kind of lagging behind because she is pretty hurt. She's better than she was, but...
Yeah, one of them was bloodied in one hit. But seeing that you're lagging behind, seeing that Koof is just still quite wounded. After some time, the Aculean that was also hurt starts to lag, and they'll we must take, I don't want to say a break, I need rest before I continue. Our efficiency is diminished. Please set up a barricade while the wounded take a beat, take a moment. And you can sit down. Koof and the Aculean, the two Aculean that were hurt, they don't have stamina like you have, so their break is just catching their breath.
Right. I'll actually kind of respond to that if I assume he telepathic says it, just be like, oh my god, I thought you'd never ask, and I go find somewhere to just sit.
Okay.
For 10 minutes.
That's fine. Yeah, you're underwater. You find a spot. You cross-legged, however you want to do it. You sit down. Koof will follow after you, and he's got his spear out, and he's he's always kind of full of piss and vinegar, but he's got a little bit of fear in him at this point. He's got his spear out. How you doing?
Me? The end of that fight was tough. How are you doing? I mean, you got hit real severely during that fight, dear. How are you?
Yeah, it's difficult to hold a spear with two hands. Pretty sure I'm gonna need Lemon's healing abilities. I don't think anything's pierced. Organs seem to be fine, but I'm definitely not going out on patrol duty next time.
I mean, if yeah, that's true. If Lemon patches me back up, I'll be right as rain. But that is fair. Yeah, I know it's me. I feel like I got a real good shot on my shoulder. Ugh. You know, no, I don't think it's dislocated, but it's fucked up.
Do you want to do a medicine check to
Me
treat
met
injuries?
me? Yeah, I don't have medicine. I don't know.
Let me see what Koof has, because I know some of them did have some skills, but NPCs aren't chock full of skills. No medicine skill. Okay, so no.
No, we're just gonna suffer till we get back and find Lemon. And I mean, yeah, and it will hurt going all the way back and be miserable, but it is what it is. Life of a fighter.
Yep.
So
Koof, after some time, and when he sees you get up, that's when he'll start to rise and head back over. When we get back, I want to see if that bug guy'll make me some leather armor out of that. He had that, just tons of flesh he said you could use.
I think in this case it'd be scale mail.
Oh.
Very nice.
That's really good. Really good.
You got me. Scale mail. And you guys will continue. Koof looks a little bit better, catching his breath underwater. He's good to keep going. The Aculeans press on, and this goes on for some time. And then Tallie, you break surface again, and like before, you were greeted with a little crowd of the smaller Aculean drones, the Normians, and they help you up. They start dragging the body up towards where Kodai and Sig are, and I'm going to go over to Akim now. Akim?
Yes.
You are in the lower levels. You followed Gustavo, the captain of the Keyzor, down. You met Ludo, a human engineer, and you observed the engineering prowess of these Aculeans. The smaller worker drones work in a perfect synchronization to, create columns, to create reinforcements of cavern spaces, but you see that they do it strangely. They use a form of geomancy, legitimately shaping the ground into structures. Over where they're working, you see that there's a cavern has been kind of opened up and cleared for inspection. You can walk around, and when you walked in, you found the place, the walls just covered in this smoky black glass all around you. And once you stepped in this room, you were just hit by a wave of terror, of fear, and you failed your will save, and you are shaken. So what's that feel like for you? How is Akim right now?
I think he's... I'm shaken. So he steps on this glass or the stones or whatever, and basically from his foot up his spine, and just feels this chill and this sense of dread. And so he's just gonna take a few steps backward. And he's gonna pull out his little extra flashlight that I didn't know I didn't need.
That's my fault. And every
No,
time you
it's
bring it
fine.
up, I feel worse. So keep bringing it
No,
up.
it's fine. It's useful now because I can chuck the bitch down the hole without fear.
Oh, nice. Okay. So
Which
you're
is
gonna
what I'm
chuck
doing.
it right on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna just like fucking fastball the thing. I don't want to necessarily break it. I'm gonna like try and skate it across the ground.
Okay. Yeah. And it does that, and it's. I don't know if Akim's ever played Spin the Bottle on Adari, but it goes and it's more rocky than dirt in this one, so it just kind of starts spinning in places. It halts its horizontal progress, and it just kind of spins around. And you see that this entire cave is lined with this stony, smoky glass. And I need you to give me a mysticism check.
I think I have a little bit of that. I have a tiny bit of that, yes.
Okay.
That's a 17.
Oh, shit. Get to the right page on Alien Archive 4 for this nifty new material you discovered. Or, well, you didn't discover it. This nifty material. All right. 17, you said?
Wee.
Okay. So after some time, the feelings of dread more or less leave you. I don't know what Akim's general level of existential dread is like, but you collect yourself. You see that room
I
is
think
just
pretty low because he spends most of his time in space pretty much alone.
okay. God, that would be great, wouldn't it? Just fuck all of you. I'm just gonna be in space by myself and my internet for the next. Anyway, you collect yourself as you're kind of walking around, and you feel underneath your boot, like it's kind of like in the treads of your boots. I feel like all of your boots have some sort of tread, but you feel it, kind of that feeling when there's something in the treads of your shoes, and you pull it out, and you're not filled with anything. But you look at it, you got all your flashlights kind of hitting it, and it's jagged black crystal with a cloudy blue core, and as you're holding it, it's kind of pulsating. This is, you haven't seen it a whole lot, but with the 17, you know that this is called void glass.
Void glass?
Yeah.
That's all I know is it's called void glass?
No, I was going to get into it. No.
Oh, okay.
No, you're fine. No, you know that this is created and nurtured by things that live in the lightless depths of space and composed of solidified psychic anguish. Void glass resonates with the minds of those who wield it, intensifying aggression, bolstering mental defenses, and focusing your thoughts. You as a character will know that melee weapons, targets that are immune to mind affecting effects are immune to this bonus, but you know that some people use these to combat, embolden their attacks. Shards of this void glass can be embedded or woven into any armor or shield, and it'll boost your psychic defense. You'll get a +1 enhancement bonus to saves against mind affecting effects. And if you have telepathy or limited telepathy, it will increase your telepathy's range by half. So it's pretty well sought after. I'm just kind of giving you all the meta information here. One bulk of this crystal, if you're able to take it and have it, you can fetch a price for 1,125 credits.
Okay.
So this is a neat find. This isn't your common thing found in any market, but
Right.
you could use it for crafting. You could use it to sell.
So I have a question.
Please.
How much do I understand about, like, I mean, obviously not for the Aculean specifically, but like the hive mind of, like Formians and such.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Basic stuff. It's let me just. You know that they are linked. It's telepathic. So what specifically do you want to know about it? I mean, it's not. Hives aren't entirely alien. I mean, they are alien, but they're not so weird. Like a standard person would know a certain level about them. Is there anything specific you'd like to verify?
Basically, I'm worried about the potential effects of those workers coming over here and getting all up in this shit of sorrow and mental anguish. Okay.
Yeah, you know that they would feel it. They would maybe feel it a little more keenly, as they are a telepathic race as well. Give me. I don't know if it's culture. Give me a decent intelligence check, and I may be able to piece together a couple things.
Okay.
Because some of this, I should say, I'm homebrewing a bit, because what this is this area of effect. This area wasn't always covered in void glass.
Yeah, I got a 15 intelligence.
Okay. With that, you know that this stuff is forged by mental anguish. So, and this area was a cave-in. You're able to put some pieces together that, it's very likely, because you haven't seen this void glass anywhere else until you got here, that this was created by the psychic anguish of the people who were trapped down here. And bearing that in mind, you look back into the cave, you do see some bodies laying around, Aculean bodies.
So like this void glass is their dead bodies.
It's their terror, their fear in death coalescing into a physical structure.
Okay. And what might I know about if, like, because this isn't something that is ever completely clear, even in Pathfinder. What would I know of if, like, this sort of, crystallized anguish or anything does anything to, like, their spirits or souls or anything?
Nothing soul-like. And what I'm doing with this, I'm kind of putting my own spin on this. Like, the fear and everything you feel could be cleansed. Like, it could be, more or less exorcised. This kind of aura of death and despair.
So it's like raw psychic energy. There's no
exactly.
There's no one actually still attached to it.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. They're gone. Their souls they're gone. There's no. I'm not playing with soul stuff here. I'm kind of feeling my way in the dark as to how I want to bring this kind of thing to life. But basically, it's as if several thousand voices called out in fear and were suddenly silenced. Something like that. Something that could be cleansed with the 15. Certain healers could cleanse this as well, but the material itself would still be active, and as long as they keep out of this cave, they'll be fine. But definitely, if you want to steer them away, that's entirely up to you. And in fact, as you're standing there picking stuff out of your boots, Ludo's going to walk over.
Yeah, I was just gonna go find him.
Yeah. He's following the light that you're emitting, so he doesn't have any way of seeing. He gave you his pair of dark vision goggles. What you got there?
Is void glass. Basically,
pain, anguish, panic, all that made solid. We should probably keep the anti-boys out of here. At least until we can get it up. And he'll like kind of flip open his drill. Be like, I can start taking it out.
I did paste Void Glass info, not keeping it from anyone. It's something that was released with Alien Archive 4 with higher level monsters that I feel like dealing with in this area. But these telepathic creatures, when dying in close proximity, this happened. So Ludo has come over. You know, you have your drill out. He's gone over to the Aculeans. He doesn't have to go over to them. They're telepathic, but he does go over and start to explain that this is a no-go area. Akim, you know that you could go in and carve this up until you're going to be taking some will saves to kind of resist this aura that's in this room. That's just, you don't feel it out.
I'm happy to just work under the assumption that while I'm working, I'm shaken.
Oh, that's fair. Just gonna be...
Because, I mean, on average, I probably will be.
Okay, yeah. So that feeling like, you asked to sent down to a dark basement that's scary. Akim will just deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say he's used to being terrified, but he's used to, being fairly scared.
This is
There's
Akim.
a reason
voice.
he runs a lot. Oh, shit, sorry. Yeah, there's a reason he runs a lot.
Is he a coward?
Yeah.
Does he have nice calves?
Probably.
I bet he's got some great calves. I don't know why I'm doing this. But yeah, so yeah, you kind of just steel yourself to go back in, and Ludo keeps going with them. The Aculean workers kind of like skitter away from you. But you go in here, you look around in this cavern. There is a small body of water in here as well, but you do see that there are, where it's not caved in.
Right.
There is this glass.
Also, before Ludo leaves, I'll tell him that I'll tell him that we may want to send for Lemon.
Okay.
As well when we get a chance.
Okay.
And then he's gonna go get to drilling.
Okay.
And he's probably going to take breaks because I feel like that does get overwhelming after a while.
Sure.
He's gonna sit down and cry or something now and again.
So you do realize, unless they don't work down here, we have comms.
They do not work outside. I'm pretty sure I said this last session. Inside, you and Brasha could chat. It won't breach the exterior of this asteroid material. But Akim and Tallie
I thought the
could
rock
talk.
was too thick.
Yeah, it's the asteroid rock that is the ship that they. So the seed that their ship is asteroid metal material that can't be penetrated with comms. Brasha and Lemon could chat. Tallie and Akim could chat, but Tallie and any combination of the two couldn't because it's just. I'm bullshitting a lot of this, but I feel like it's dense metal asteroid, so you could send a message out. It just wouldn't get to Lemon. But if you send one of the little Normians, you could send them to be a little messenger boy, messenger being. These things are typically, they have genders, but they're sterile, and the little ones are a little less formed.
They're all drones.
Yeah. So if you want to do that, Akim, while you're taking your break, you could, flag down one of these little guys and pass on a message.
I would do that before I started drilling.
Sure.
So yeah, he can do that. Is if you can telepath up or go send somebody and have Lemon come down this way.
Okay. And then you get started
the one with
on
the yellow hair.
Fair, good. So it kind of cocks its head at you, and then scampers into the darkness as you begin mining this. And as you're mining this, and little drone is going to come up to you, Lemon. You're mining this, and Karina has, as you're like carving off chunks and setting them aside, she's having a tally. Didn't mean like that, but she's having a tracker of how much bulk you're collecting, and it's just gonna pile up. Yeah, sorry, Tallie. 11.25 per bulk. That's about, oh crap, I can't remember. It's about 10 pounds, give or take, right, DJ?
Oh, I don't recall.
Yeah, it's something.
Generally speaking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Pathfinder 2 uses it. So yeah, it's about 10 pounds per bulk. And if we're wrong, please correct us. Hit us up on social media and let me know that I don't know shit about shit.
Like the 10 pounds is generally considered for like heavy dense objects, because like you can have lighter objects that are just big, and that'll also be more bulk.
So let's put it this way: I have a strength of, or of a negative. I have a non-modifier to strength. I can carry 4 bulk before I become encumbered.
Okay.
And I can carry a max of 10 bulk, but then I'm like overburdened.
Fair enough. Okay, so yeah, while you're carving this up and you're using your what are you using?
I'm using the duster fusion drill
Dope.
to break the rock around it and stuff.
Yep.
And I'm not really trying to collect it so much at the moment. I figure Brasha will get his greedy ass down here at some point. But no,
wow.
What Akim is doing this so that the as much as he doesn't trust their queen, so that the Aculeans don't have to like suffer it, basically.
Oh, so you're kind of freeing it from the rock to dispose of in whatever way you, Brasha, see fit. Okay, shut up, cat, please.
Yeah, it's so that they don't have to literally walk into the dead zone of their dead, like family or whatever, and then feel their pain that they died through.
I like that. That's beautiful, in a way. As you're, so this is a melee weapon. After, and I want to apologize again for the confusion I had last week about this. So you have this melee weapon, and it's just kind of carving it off, blasting it off the cavern walls and floors, and it's kind of accumulating. And that's true. Tallie brings up a good point. Bulk is not just about weight; it's about how awkward it is too. So, and this is glass, so you could blast this into a fine powder if you want to spend that time. I'll have to do some looking in as far as hardness or whatever. But if you just want to clear it out, right now it's just goes just away.
I'm just trying to put it in one place so that it can be boxed up and taken away where it won't affect anyone.
Okay, so while you're doing this, you are affected by this. You are just filled with dread, and if you care to go into like what sort of thoughts fill Akim's mind as he's like, because you said he's taking breaks, but if he's taking breaks, that means he's reaching a limit. So what sort of stuff is going on in Akim's mind as he's doing this?
So I imagine because it's essentially like a psychic recording of these people's pain, he's experiencing it, if in a lessened degree. So like the point where it's like everything just starts to feel like hopeless, like he's gonna die, even though he like rationally knows he's not, and he starts to break down and cry or something.
Okay.
He that's probably when he stops and takes a break, backs off for a bit, lets it wear off.
Okay, and I think to add on to that, you do like feel like when it gets time for Akim to need to step away, you're feeling like the walls are closing in on you, that whole thing is going to come tumbling down on you. But then when you go take a break, take a few steps away from this awful area, your mind clears a bit, catch your breath, and you can go back to it. And after a good while, those little feet on the Normians. Wow, Dronians is even better than not Formians. I'm just a piece of shit. So it takes a good while for this drone to scamper all the way up from the lower levels to the ship to get Lemon. And Lemon, little bug creature, comes up to you, and it's in your mind, Oh, I haven't really done a voice for these. I have a message, I have a message, I have a message. It's kind of playing in your head, and a few moments later, this little bug turns a corner and looking to you, and it's looking at Brasha, and it's looking at you.
So Lemon will kneel down to its level to get his eye to eye level with it.
Sure.
Kind of like, what message? And he will say out loud, "What message do you have for us?"
I'm supposed to give it to the one with yellow hair, but dark vision makes it monochrome. So do you have yellow hair?
That would be me. Yes.
Okay, and they're going to transmit basically a telepathic recording of Akim sending him up here, that there's an area filled with mental anguish that needs some healing, and a replaying of Akim saying, give it to the one with yellow hair. And it just kind of cocks its head at you, and it keeps looking over at Brasha.
Give it to the one with yellow hair. He's my only hope.
Yeah.
Okay. I will. Lemon's brow will furrow, and he'll look at Brasha. Brasha, will you be all right alone?
Yes, I should be. Probably going to need a couple more hours of tearing the rest of this apart. Tell Akim I have work for him when he's done.
I will pass on the message.
And tell him I've got a message for him too. That only he can send. Wink. No, but really, I can't get any messages. He might be able to.
If you have something you wish to record, I can deliver it to him.
Oh yes, that'd work, I guess. Just have him try and get in contact with Fuck, Eric forgot her name. Oh, try and get him to get in contact with Karina. It should be fine to land on the planet, and also take care of those children that we left on the surface. Because they will probably need looking after.
That is fine. I do believe there is still an adult with them, though.
Who?
Their uncle, I believe it was, if I'm correct.
No, Uncle 40 was Fortinbras.
Yeah, he's down here with us.
I thought there was like another one up there. Right.
Nope.
All right. I will nod and say, very well. I will see if you can contact Karina and play babysitter.
Thank you, Lemon. I appreciate you and all that you do.
Yes, I know.
Wow.
Okay, Han Solo.
Okay, so you do that. Lemon, you're gonna head down there.
Yes, I will follow the little bug.
Okay.
Back to where the situation is.
Okay. You don't get all the way there because partway through you see a herd of these Normians dragging a large sea serpent filled with holes, jaw cut off, and coming up a few paces behind are a severely battered, beaten, bit, and cut up Tallie and Koof. And we will address the healing of those two people next time.
Thanks for tuning in to Hex Grid Heroes. We'll catch you back in 2 weeks with our next episode. Same Hex time, same Hex channel.